Eyewitness News. I'm Darlene Jones. Right now, the Volusia County deputy who was shot in the line of duty on Monday is being released from Halifax Health in Daytona Beach. This is a live picture right now of Deputy Jose Rivera, who is now getting out of a pickup truck there, headed to the sheriff's office helicopter. If you recall, Deputy Rivera was responding to a battery call on Candler Drive off Howland Boulevard when he was shot in the leg and shoulder. Again, these live pictures now, he's waving there, giving the thumbs up as he is surrounded by the sheriff, other colleagues, his family there close by as they prepare to take him to that helicopter there in Daytona Beach. From there, he will get a 15 to 20 minute tour around Volusia County as he heads over to Dewey Booster Park in Daytona, where he lives. But he will land at Dewey Booster Park on Saxon Boulevard, where family, friends, deputies, and the community will welcome him home for a celebration. And it is a celebration indeed. This helicopter ride is special. Sheriff Mike Chidwood telling us just yesterday, Deputy Rivera has wanted a ride in the sheriff's office chopper. Today, he's making it happen, but not before he is greeted by his fellow colleagues. Watch, you can see there as they all walk up, shaking his hand, hugging him, just celebrating and honoring his bravery. His wife also there by his side. Rivera is an Army veteran and father of 3. He joined law enforcement back in 2020 as a police officer with Orange City Police. He then joined the Volusia County Sheriff's Office back in 2023. But I want to take you back to Monday here when he was responding to that battery call in Daytona. Body camera video really tells the story of all of this. Deputy Rivera, and we showed you this yesterday here on Eyewitness News, he and his partner had walked to the front door of a home there for a battery call in Daytona when 31-year-old Luis Diaz Polanco walked out. Here it goes. They're walking up there to the home. The suspect walks out in that body camera video, quickly goes back inside, and moments later he fires his gun, hitting Rivera in the leg and the shoulder. Here you see outside of Halifax Health in Daytona Beach, just a crowd of deputies, dozens and dozens of deputies standing up there, walking up to shake his hand and to hug Deputy Rivera, who the sheriff says really could have lost his life. One of the bullets we know hit his body camera. That bullet would have likely gone through his chest, the sheriff says, if he was not wearing that body camera there. But it did not. The body camera saving his life, that bullet ricocheting and hitting him there in the shoulder. And again, he's also shot in the leg. Again, that body camera video we're showing you on the left, this is the body camera video that shows as he is arriving to the hospital. Here you see deputies helping him put that tourniquet on as he is bleeding profusely there after he is being shot there and now being taken to the hospital. He was initially taken to one hospital and then had to be transported to Halifax Health for more serious treatment. As he walks toward the helicopter there, his wife by his side, you can see he does have a limp. Again, one of the bullets hitting him there in the shoulder. Sheriff Mike Chidwood says he is making this helicopter ride special, making it happen because the Deputy Rivera had been asking for a ride in the chopper, and now he will get it. He got his first ride, of course, as he had to be rushed to the hospital there on Monday, not the way he wanted to take his first ride in the chopper, but now he is getting a ride that he has always wanted. The sheriff says he will take him on a 15 to 20 minute tour around Volusia County, he and his wife. And from there, again, they will make their way to Dewey Booster Park in Daytona, where Deputy Rivera lives. And we understand there is also a crowd that will be gathering there for what they are hoping will be a community celebration to really celebrate his bravery there in the line of duty on Monday, and just miraculously surviving being shot twice, once in the leg and once in the shoulder there. And there he is making its way inside of the helicopter there. The sheriff will join him and so will his wife. as they make their way in. It'll take a little bit. They have to get buckled in and strapped in, and of course he spent some time there on the ground shaking hands of his colleagues there. Channel 9 Sam Martello is also there live for us on the scene, and she is obviously there on the ground, able to talk with some of his colleagues, some of his friends there, some of the people who know him best. And Sam, what can you tell us about what you're seeing there on the ground and what was happening as he was making his way out of the car?
Hey, Darlene, you just saw a thumbs up and a wave there right at us from Deputy Rivera as he's loading up onto Air One here this morning. And as you saw, I mean, this is quite the hero's send-off. We have Volusia County Sheriff's Office, Daytona Beach Police, and even some of those academy trainees as well, all here to give him that hero send-off that he so much deserves here this morning. Now, I know you kind of broke down and walked through what he's really been through over the last couple of days. He was brought here Monday after he was shot in the shoulder and in the thigh over in Deltona. He was first taken to Halifax over in Deltona, but then was flown over here once he was stable to Daytona Beach, where he has been recovering here since Monday. So again, just surrounded by so many people, so many co-workers here this morning who have just really rallied around him over the next couple of days. And as Darlene has mentioned, we know Sheriff Mike Chitwood, he's going to be joining him on the helicopter, as well as his wife, who they're going to take quite a, probably about half an hour, 20-30 minutes to fly around Daytona Beach and really get a view from above, something he says he's always wanted to do. So right now they are strapping in. I can see they're about to put those headsets on as well. So it looks like they are getting ready for takeoff here from the helipad at Halifax Health over on Daytona Beach. But for now, I'll send it back to you, Darlene.
Yeah, Sam, you see he's got a smile on his face. He's obviously, excited. He has wanted this. He'll put those headphones on that they have to wear. Were you able to hear, did he say anything as he was getting out of the car and greeted by, really just a line of law enforcement there?
Not too many words, but I know there was a lot of smiles, there was a lot of handshakes, and there was a lot of hugs. I think a lot of people are just really, really happy that he's still here today. So it kind of chokes you up a little bit. It's pretty emotional out here.
Yeah, indeed, as we really walk you back through this, again, the sheriff telling us on Monday that it was truly the body camera Deputy Rivera was wearing that likely saved his life, because the bullet hit that body camera, which was placed square dead in the center of his chest. But we do know a bullet still hit his shoulder and his leg, as you saw as he walked to the helicopter. He has a limp there, so likely have some time to recover. One of the things I want to note, Sam, the sheriff telling us yesterday, Deputy Rivera anxious to get back on the job, and he begged the sheriff not to place him in the 911 center, which, as we know, when officers are injured in the line of duty, sometimes they are placed on, what they consider desk duty. Sometimes the 911 center is one of them. But Deputy Rivera anxious to get back in the line of duty. Have you been able to talk to any of his colleagues out there, Sam, about Deputy Rivera?
Darlene, I won't speak to what Sheriff Mike Chitwood is going to want to do with him while he is recovering, but what I can tell you is almost moments after he was shot on Monday, there you go, you've got them closing the door, so I'm sure they're about to take off, but he was in high spirits right after this happened. We're told he was cracking jokes really with the medical staff, and then has just been surrounded by family for so long here at the hospital, just really rallying around him. I know he is very eager to get back onto the road, but again, we'll see what Sheriff Mike Chitwood thinks is the best recovery plan for him back on the job.
Yeah, Sheriff Chitwood certainly has the final say in all of that. And it looks like the sheriff may be making his way back over. Maybe he's going to give some words to reporters and folks there on the ground before the helicopter takes off there. He is also giving some hugs here. You see to the medical staff also out there on the ground to watch Deputy Rivera as he makes his way over to Deltona and the helicopter. And, these first responders, they really do have, heroin work to do. And that part should not be lost on all of us. They really do have so much that they have to do quick action when they get a call like this, someone coming into the ER. And so these trauma alerts are serious business. So hats off to the nurses, the doctors and staff who help get us to this day where Deputy Rivera can hop on this helicopter and make his way over to Deltona, where he will be greeted by more colleagues and, of course, more family and friends over at Dewey Booster Park over on Saxon Boulevard. And we will wait here as we await the helicopter taking off over there. Channel 9's Jimmy Johnson is also over at Dewey Booster Park, and we know that likely a crowd will be gathering there. Sam, do we anticipate that some of the law enforcement there at the hospital will start to make their way over to the park in Deltona by car?
Hey, Darlene, it looks like Sheriff Chitwood is not getting on the helicopter. He's going around giving handshakes right now. So there may be some sort of processional leaving the hospital here today with everybody heading over to that park. But again, it's revving up now and Chitwood's still on the ground. So we think it's just going to be Deputy Rivera and his wife there on the helicopter headed over.
All right. And as we watch the helicopter take off on the left, you can see this is a live look now over at Dewey Booster Park, which is where the helicopter is headed after about a 20 to 30 minute tour across Volusia County. Deputy Rivera and his wife will get as a special treat here in all of this. But on the left, you do see a crowd starting to gather over at Dewey Booster Park over on Saxon Boulevard, where the community will welcome Deputy Rivera, again, shot in the line of duty on Monday in Deltona while responding to a battery call over on Candler Drive off Howland Boulevard. He was shot in the leg and the shoulder, and as he made his way on board that helicopter, there he is giving another thumbs up as he prepares to take off in that helicopter. He's going to be all right. Shot in the leg and shoulder, but certainly will have some rehab that he'll have to do as he continues to recover there. And Sam, you said there looks like there may be a procession that may be headed over to the park there now.
Hey, Darlene, that's what I'm thinking is going to happen. We have a lot of vehicles here with their lights on, with a lot of course, police officers and deputies here. So I would imagine a bunch of these law enforcement officers are going to be headed to the park after this.
All right, and it's about a 33-minute ride over to the park from the hospital. Of course, much faster by helicopter. But again, Deputy Rivera will take a tour around Volusia County. And for those of you just joining us, we are watching live as Deputy Jose Rivera is released from Halifax Health in Daytona Beach. If you recall, he was the Volusia County deputy who was shot in the line of duty on Monday, now being released from Halifax Health in Daytona Beach. Deputy Rivera was responding to a battery call in the Deltona area on Candler Drive off Howland Boulevard when he was shot in the leg and shoulder. The body camera video really is startling to watch, but you can see just how quickly it all unfolds as the suspect walks out of the home and just starts firing a barrage of bullets at Deputy Rivera and his partner, who really has not been on the job that long. His partner just shortly out of training, just hitting the road here, and now dealing with a call like this. But the suspect hitting them with a barrage of bullets, two of those bullets hitting Deputy Rivera. He has been in the hospital recovering ever since. The suspect in all of this, 31-year-old Luis Diaz Polanco, is now in jail facing 2 counts of attempted second-degree murder. But the good news in all of this, the suspect in custody, and now we get to see this. Deputy Rivera taking off from the hospital, being released after making a recovery, certainly some rehab ahead, but he will get a tour across Volusia County. The sheriff saying that this was a dream of his to get a ride in the sheriff's office helicopter. And now he and his wife are on their way. They'll get a tour across the county for about 20 to 30 minutes and they will land over at Dewey Booster Park in the Deltona area where Channel 9's Demi Johnson is located. And we do have a live picture of the park, as you can see there. Some firefighters and also sheriff's deputies already there, some family members and community members already there to welcome Deputy Rivera there. Really a hero's welcome, and a hero's welcome is what he deserves. We do expect that this crowd will continue to grow as some of those deputies who were at the hospital will now make their way here to Dewey Booster Park over on Saxon Boulevard. Our coverage of this will continue here on Eyewitness News at noon. But again, a hero's welcome and a release for Deputy Jose Rivera, who has been recovering after being shot while responding to a battery call in Volusia County. Our coverage will continue on Eyewitness News at noon. For now, we will return you to your regular programming.